Hello everyone and welcome to One Hub Racing Season 22. We're here for the P3 tier, round 10 out of 10 for the finale in Silverstone. So, the final race this season should hopefully be a good one. I'm being commentator today is hopefully joined by Omi, who's going to get a drink. Not too sure if he's back yet or not. If he is, he'll
There we go.
unmute.
I am.
There he is.
Yeah,
As I said
final
that.
race. Final race. So I do need to give as much energy as possible. So I do need some drinks to be able to do so.
Fair enough. I mean, it's the home of most of the drivers. Well, I'm not too sure with most of the drivers here, but also the home of Formula One, where it all began back in 1950. So it's a historic one, but also a good one. In my opinion, well, it's a fun track to drive. You get a lot of battles. Hopefully, they'll have no safety cars tonight, but I'm pretty sure we are getting told to ready up in a minute or two. But yeah, 26 laps to come round this 5.891 kilometer circuit, or 3.66 miles depending on what system you use. 18 corners total, 8 to the left and 10 to the right. Lap record being held by Max Verstappen, set back in 2020 with a 27.97, which is pretty quick. Most drivers, I would say, can beat that in time trial, but to beat it in a race is going to be a bit harder to do. I'm pretty sure we're also going to get told to ready up just in a second. Average speeds around here can reach 243.5 kilometers an hour, or using the C3 through the C1 tyre compounds with the pit loss of 27.5 seconds, the longest pit lane time on a calendar, and that doesn't include wing changes or anything like that. So yeah, longest in the calendar, which means you're going to want to pull out a bigger gap before you try to pit, or you'd wait till a safety car comes out.
Absolutely.
Because if you think about it, if you're wasting 27, let's say you're in a fight, lap 1 you get wing damage, if you box on, then you're going to be at the back by maybe 17 seconds already. And that's without the wing change, just the one pit stop. So you're going to want to try to time it right, especially with the mandatory 2-stop getting in your way.
Yep, so a lot to happen in our final race. Championships already decided, so it's going to be a lot of fun out there for a lot of the drivers.
Well, yeah, that would lead me into my next paragraph and notes that I took, saying after we went to Canada last week out, we saw Lawrence seal off his championship and almost securing the Constructors' Championship with Mercedes with Quinn. Only 1 point going to be needed today to completely take it off Ferrari. If that 1 point does not come though, Ferrari will need a 1-2 with the fastest lap point to win the championship. If that does not happen, Mercedes are your champions of the P3 tier in season 22. So hopefully it'll be a good one. As well as that, it was Jonas taking P2 after his 5-second penalty got added on, but then it wasn't going to be enough for him to keep in the battle of the championship, with Lawrence taking that win. And I don't think he took fastest lap though. I think that was Jonas on the very last lap. as well as that happening, you had AlphaTauri bringing points home, so I'm pretty sure they're up to 22 now in the Constructors' Championship. Will that happen again today? We'll have to find out and see. As well as that, hello Tristan. I know where you are, you don't need to remind me. 4 hours time difference between us at the moment. So for you, what is like, if it's 6, it's 10 for him.
Yep,
Can we tell that?
Looks
Can we tell the child to go to sleep by any chance? That sounds so mean. I mean, yeah, we always call him the child because he is young, but it just sounds so mean. No, child, go to sleep, you're not watching the race. Oh, that is so mean. I didn't swear, it's inappropriate. Anyway, let's get into qualifying now. 18 minutes has come. Who is taking pole position today? We've got no Lawrence. And I also think we've got no Apex and no Adrillo. We're not too sure where he is. He was meant to be joining, but he hasn't.
Yep.
We've also got a new face of Kia, or it would help if I know how to pronounce his name. I've known him for like 3-4 months maybe, and I still haven't learnt it. I'm going to call him Kia, but I'm pretty sure it may be Kaya. I don't remember. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this. They're all just picking their tyre allocation, not compliance, not anything else. Nobody needs to know when I woke up, Tristan. Thank you very much. Definitely did not wake up at like 11, maybe getting closer to 1, but it wasn't them. Anyway, we're getting into qualifying now. Yeah, sunny skies. Yep. Which then would have led me into the final note paragraph that I had. I was seeing many things happen in Silverstone before, such as that crash back in 2021 with Lewis and Max down at Cops. Max getting shunted into the barrier after Lewis hit his rear right tyre. It seems like Mercedes do like the rear right tyres of the Red Bulls though. There's always been one hit in the last 4 years. But then you've also had other things such as that 3 goes Hamilton moment down at Club, the final 2 turns where Charles and Checo went off the track and he was able to take the position off them. It's back in 1969 as well, you had Jackie Stewart winning by an entire lap. So it just tells you how dominant he was in that season. In 2008 as well, you had Lewis winning. I think it would be his first home race in the wet, completely dominating that as well. And then back in 2020, you had Max tiring his competition. No pun intended there. Definitely no pun intended. But then again, you've got 8 wins for the Sir Lewis of Hamilton. You've got 5 wins for Alan Prost, and then you've got both both Nigel Mansell and Michael Schumacher having 3 wins apiece here. So will that form continue? Who else is going to win here but Kia, starting his first lap of the season? We'll go on board with him heading in towards Abbey and Farm, etc. Getting on the brakes slightly there, not exactly what you want to be doing. You want to keep your foot down, but dropping it down to 3rd gear for turn 3 and then in towards turn 4, dropping it to 2nd, now heading through turn 5 and on to the straight. DRS open now. And heading down in towards Lochfield, getting on the brakes, dropping it to fourth, getting back on the power, dropping it down to third, then heading out of Woodcote, heading down towards Cops. How fast is he going to be down this back straight? It's going to be 194, that was max top speed, down into 7th gear, getting over that white line, but still kept it valid. Now 3 Maggots and Beckett's, can he keep it within the track limits and keep that speed up as well, heading through and onto the back straight now, the hanger straight. What's the top speed going to be here, especially with the DRS open down towards, I think it's Veal, I don't remember the name here, in towards, it's 202 mile an hour and through in towards, I think this is Veal on club, sorry, I don't remember my corner names, I know the numbers, I don't know the names. We're heading through now, it's 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, up to 6th, and spinning it across the line, does get the lap set though, so it's not too bad for him. But then it's going to be Basel, but he has invalidated his first lap, and then I think it might be Indecisive also invalidated. Then I think it's going to be Kingsgen. He is on a lap and he hasn't invalidated this one. Heading through club, can he get a good lap in? It's going to be a 1:29.228 to set the first, well, it's a flying lap of the session. It's not the first one, but you know what I mean. 28.8 set by King, and then it's going to be Mercedes Quinn with a 28.2. My phone's going off as well. Remind me to mute that. John then crossing the line with a time of, give me a fair talk a sec.
Yep, Matthias, 1:28.232, slots into first position. So he's currently on top of the laps we have seen so far. As let's see who else is going to be coming across the line soon. As we have Indecisive heading now to Cops corner. I'll see if we have anyone else. Buzzer has invalidated that time around. Let's see. So yeah, I'm going to watch Indecisive then as he makes his way through Maggots and Beckett, hoping to get the correct line. And now DRS goes open. And let's see. He's about to make his way now through, applying the power once towards the end of the lap. Now a Red Bull ahead, but shouldn't get in the way at all. Runs wide though, coming out of the penultimate corner. Now the final corner, onto the Hamilton straight he goes, and into 8th position. So not the best lap, and it didn't look like the best lap either for him. Rageman currently in 5th as well. So we also have Gigaloos coming across the line now. I also now need to turn off my notifications. I just remembered.
Yeah, I only have one notification on, and I've just told him not to message because he's realised I'm on comms. I thought I muted it before, but yeah. Seems like I didn't. Accident on my off. But I'd say it's fine. I've got the F1 radio assigned as my notification. So it's not too bad. But yeah, while we've got a little bit of a break here, we'll go through the sponsors and the partners of One Hub Racing. I've completely forgot to do this at the start of the stream. But anyway, your sponsors are Next Level Racing, providing prizes which will be, I think, decided next Friday as well, on the 17th, with all of that. And then Pure Sim Gear, providing a product not yet launched to the driver with most podiums. Not too sure if it's going to be from our tier or if it's going to be from the P2 tier or even the P1 tier. Not too sure about that. Gamergoo will provide their samples to the trophies winners, and then Aztec Sim Sports providing a set of pedals to the driver with the most fastest lap and a set of pedal-on boots to the driver with the shortest combined qualifying time. And then your partners are Vespertine, sponsoring our apparel, ERT. For the ERT, gets going gets Tough Award and League trophies, and then SimGrid, powering our seasons and community through their platform. Apart from my computing, I can't speak. This does help. But yeah, back in the qualifying now, Baza has now set his first valid lap. It is a 29.9. Who else is not a lap? It looks like Riley has finished his off with a 28.9. So that is one of the fastest laps I've seen from him. Jonas running the final 2 corners and they come across the line now. What is it going to be? It's going to be a 27.9. Taking provisional pole off Matthias. Hello, Gaza. As well as that, who else is on a lap? It looks like that is Baza. Baza, not Gaza. That's going to confuse me now. That's something you don't want. And then you've got Rudy on an out lap. It looks like Trunders. He is on a lap. Heading down in towards Veal. Can he get a good lap in to come across the line? It is going to be a 29.7, putting him P10 for now. Then I think it's going to be the McLaren pairings of Hookie going P4, the 28.272, and then it's going to be John setting a. I don't think he was actually on a lap. That would have been an out lap. And then who is next? It looks like Jonas is on an in lap, maybe. Doesn't matter. You've been racing for 6 years. No, that'd be 7 now. We're in the 2023, not 22. Oh god. Yeah, that's just crazy to think about. You've been racing for that long. And it's his final race as well.
Yep, just sorry, I'll just be silent for a second, just quickly sorting out
good.
something.
Didn't notice as well, Jess has just gone into the 28.9s, setting a lap that was good enough for P7 provisionally for now, and then you've got King Jen, the teammate, finishing off his lap. Finishing off his out lap, and then I think it's the 2 Ferraris also finishing their out laps, and then you've got Rudy. Is he on a lap? I think he is, and across the line it's going to be a 29.377, and then I think it's going to be Trondas running it off. He is going to start another lap. John finishing his lap off. It's going to be enough for P6 with that. 6/10 improvement, 28.683. One of the highest positions he has been this season, but you need to remember he did have, I think it was a P4 last time out in Canada. Back in One Hub only had 1 tier, no comms or streams. Wow. It wasn't in season 9 that all started. You got extra tiers and all the comms. Something like that, if I'm right. But anyway, Giggled across the line. That is actually finishing off his out lap. Not actually on a lap. And then Matthias is finishing off his lap. 72,000 up in the second. And to come across the line to finish his off, it's going to be almost 2/10 improvement, but he is still about 50,000 off the, well, off provisional pole. Who's next? I think it's Trunders. He has invalidated. And he's going to pull into the pit lane now. Hookie. It's not Hookie, sorry. It is John. He's also pulling into the pit lane. And then I think it is going to be indecisive. Indecisive. Was it just me, or that completely sounded like can't think of the name. I really can't think of the name, and I won't be able to think of it at all now. Great. I hate when I do that. I think of something and I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, Giggle winding off the final couple of corners to finish his second lap off. It's good enough for P7 again. 4.1 second improvement. He goes into P7 with that. 9 thousandths off John at the moment. So it seems like it's going to be very close to the top. The the top 7 all separated by 7 tenths, and then between P2 and P5 really you've got like 3 tenths in it.
Yeah, absolutely is. All the drivers coming in, because they will now be putting on a new set of tyres, and you'll have one flying lap left, and it's going to be a very tight ending.
Yeah, it looks like Kia is just on his out lap.
Yep, and Rudy as well.
Yeah, out lap as well. Baza is on a lap. If you want to take us through it, you don't have to do the corner names, but you can still take us through, you know. Giggle, he's on.
Yep.
He's actually gone on another lap, but he is a tenth and a half down in the second sector. Maybe he's running out of fuel too much. He was a tenth and a half up in the first sector though, but he does pull into the pit lane, and then it is going to be Baza winding off through Loffield and Woodcourt, 10th up in the first sector after heading down the Wellington Straight, heading down the National Straight in towards Cops, taking it in 7th gear, keeping it within the track limits, millimeters away from it. Maggott and Beckett's time now. What's the top speed? It looks like 194, dropping it to 6th, dropping it then to 5th. DRS open now, heading down Hanger Straight into corner name I cannot remember, but if I'm right it is like turn 15 or something like that. It would probably help if I had the track map up as well. But in towards Veal now, can he keep it within the track limits through Club and come across the line? What is it going to be this time around? Is it improvement? Almost 4 tenths, but he does, I think, only improve by 1 position. So it's not been great from him.
Yep.
And then there's Kia, 3.5 tenths up in the second sector in towards Club and Vale. Can he improve on this time and get him off the back row after the spin through here across the line? It's going to be a 1.1 improvement, but that's still 6 tenths off in indecisive at the moment. So he's struggling a bit more.
Absolutely, as all the drivers now coming out, and they'll be beginning their final runs. They will use this outlap to spread out a bit, and they're all pretty close together. Look
at the loop at the moment. You've got
yep.
7 cars within maybe a second or 2 of each other. But anyway, Rudy down the Hanger Straight, DRS open. What is this time going to be through turn 15 towards 16, 17, 18 Club and Veal? Can he improve on his time, get him in towards the top 10, maybe making sure he doesn't hit the curb at the exit there and across the line? He is 1.3 down, not a good time for him. And then you've got, I think, is Quinn on the outlap? He is, I think, is everyone now on outlaps. I'm making sure just it's Baza. He's pulling into the pit lane though. That will be his, sorry about that, his qualifying's over. 1:20 left to go in the session. Who is actually on a lap? Look at John. I think he may have been on one.
Yep. John is on one.
3 thousandths of a second down on his time. I really cannot speak today. I don't know what it is. Maybe having McDonald's before this might not have been the best option. But anyway, heading in towards Cops. Can he keep it within track limits? Getting on the brakes barely, but keep it in 7th gear and keeping the speed up. And now heading into Maggott and Beckett's. Can he improve any more than he has already through now in towards Hanger Straight? 3.5 tenths up exactly, heading down now. DRS open, 203 mile an hour top speed in towards Club and Veal. Can he improve anymore in 16, 17, 18? Getting on the brakes down the second, bring it up to, don't bring it up to third, I actually thought he would have. Up to fifth, up to sixth, and across the line, it's going to be P5, almost 4 tenths improvement on that lap. It looks like Quinn's qualifying over as well as Kia. Who is going to be the final man across the line? I think it may be Rudy, but it's going to be Matthias, the next man. Hookie's made a mistake. Yeah, Hookie is right, that's a woodcut as well. But anyway, hanging a straight 201 mile an hour for Matthias, looking like that is not a straight line speed setup. It looks like a higher downforce one because he's not reaching those top levels of speed down the straight. But anyway, in towards final corner, he does take provisional pole off Jonas, but it's only by about 60 thousandths. And then you've got Wageman P9. I think that was Tronda's crossing a line. That would have been Jess going P8 there. It's going to be King in P7. Nick is going to take P3 with 2.5 tenths improvement on that last lap for him. King Jan is next, heading through the final couple of corners in towards turn 18, winding it off. Where is he going to go with this lap? It's going to be P, top 10 for him, 6 tenths improvement. Then I think it's going to be Jonas finishing his lap off. He's invalidated. He can't take another pole position this round.
Rudy's
anyway,
also invalidated.
Yeah, Rudy's into the pit lane now. It's indecisive, the final man, and he has pulled into the pit lane. Is John on a lap? No, he's pulling into the pit lane, so that is your qualifying over now.
Yep, a epic ending that was. Matthias found the lap, and by over half a tenth was able to take pole position, and it'll be Jonas alongside him on the front row with the inside line into Abbey Corner.
Yeah, and towards turn 1, it's normally flat on your flying laps, but then again, you never know how it's going to be in for the first lap. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of 2022 though.
Yep.
You had that collision between who would it have been? Gasly. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. It was Joe on the left-hand side, Russell on the right-hand side, and you've got Gasly right behind them, tagging both the rear tyres, and then we all, like, I think all of us know at least what happened. Anyway, it is a Swedish front row, Matthias and Jonas locking that out. And then Nick the Belgian on for P3, Quinn P4, Hookie and John, the 2 Welshmen in McLarens. On a third row, then King and King Jen, that's double King for you. And then you've got Jeff and Giggle running out your top 10. Then you've got Rageman, Riley, Rudy, Trondas, Baza, Indecisive. And then Kia, your new man, on the last row. That would be the 9th row. The only one in the 9th row, actually. With only being 17 drivers here tonight. The only one we are missing is Adrillo. Still not too sure why he's not here. But anyway, we're going to get into the formation up in just a sec. Hopefully, I don't have, well, any disconnects. Because I don't think that would be fun.
Yep, in the season final as well.
Yeah, let's not repeat the start of the season. Hopefully. Overcloud conditions, but at least looking dry for now. But then again, it's British weather. What do you expect? Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if we see snow in about 5 minutes off the 5 red lights. I mean, you never know, it's British weather.
So yeah, not expected to rain in the race, but you never know.
Oh yeah, you've got TAS, I don't have it open.
Yeah, but no rain is expected for this race, just, let me just, so it looks overcast, then it'll become cloudy, so, yeah.
I mean, I honestly would not be surprised if we saw snow. It's British weather. You can have all 4 seasons in about 1 hour. And if any of the Brits in the stream, they would know that exactly. You could seriously have all the weather within an hour. I mean, over here it's been dry at least for the past day or two. Haven't noticed any rain.
Yeah, but I haven't even noticed any.
I mean, then again, I'm sleeping half the day, so I don't exactly know what happens in the morning. And I'm pretty sure everyone should know that is true if you actually do know me.
Well, yeah, well, I've actually been outside a bit, so I actually know that actually it's been a bit hot, I think, for the last few days. I'm not saying like very hot, but like it's been hotter, and like yeah. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I need to take my jacket off. It's far too hot, even when I'm outside. So like, yeah.
And it's still winter here.
Absolutely. I thought I was about to faint the other day. I was outside with my jacket on, and like apparently, and it felt so hot. Anyway, formation up on the way.
Yeah, formation up under the way. Now, well, a total of 27 laps to come. That would be including your formation lap. But if we're not including the formation lap anyway, you've obviously got 26 laps. Anyway, what is the tyres looking like today? Seems like it's only mediums and softs going to be on because Matthias, Nick, Quinn, Hooky, John, King, Ridgman, Riley, and in the size of all your drivers on the softs as well as everyone else being on the mediums. So yeah, Tristan, you're in Dubai. What do you expect? He's just said in chat it's burning for him. Well, I didn't really know where you were, so wouldn't it make sense though? He's just saying that to annoy me, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure all the LOE drivers are the exact same. I mean, I didn't say that. No one heard that. But yeah, running off information lap. Who is leading in towards turn 1? And who's taking the win? Predictions?
Well, prediction time. I love this time actually. I'm gonna say Jonas for the win.
We get to see how wrong you are. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm saying Jonas for the win. Because I think he's won actually the last few races, so yeah.
He didn't win last time, right? It was Lawrence.
Yeah, forgot about that. But I think before that he has won. Yeah, let's just completely ignore that. But Nick, I think Nick will. I'm not gonna give it Tom one. Tom one, I'm gonna say Jonas. But end of lap 1, I'm gonna say Nick.
I mean, you never know yet. It is Formula 1 after all. And I'm gonna quickly hope I can take my hoodie off. Problem is, my arm is also still dead from yesterday after having to get an injection.
Yep.
So, still kind of sore.
And my camera angle.
Oh yeah, camera angles as well. There we go. Just about done it in time. But anyway, we're going to enter the 5 red lights now in the sights of Hooky and Matthias. You're only ones to invalidate. 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights are on. And it is pedal metal, and we are racing here in Silverstone. Go, go, go. And it is a good start for Nick. Your prediction has come wrong. He is taken first off the first corner. And now Jonas down into P3 still. Quinn making up positions as well. Look at Matthias falling down all the way to P5. Still battling side by side with King through turn number 4. Giggle round to the back. Heading through turn 2 now. John also losing out many positions even on those softs. But he's got another one back off King Jen who's on those mediums. Charlie, go away, please. Stop making parties. I cannot see anything but Rageman down the inside of Hooky. Can he make this move stick? He can. Soft tyre versus soft tyre. Was still able to get the position done. I think Riley as well has spun round with Baza in turn. That would be what? Turn 7, I think, maybe? Don't remember the corner names.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Nick getting a rocket of a start. straight away and taking the lead before every corner. Matthias losing up quite a lot of positions as they make their way to Maggots and Beckett for the first time.
Yeah, look at Rageman though, he's on the back of Matthias, who's also on the back of King on the exit now. Heading down the hanger straight, who's getting the position in towards turn number 15. Is he going to dive it on the inside or just sit back for now? It looks like he's just sitting back, waiting for the perfect time. King's already fallen out, DRS range as well, even being on those soft compounded tyres, hurting him maybe, for now at least.
Yep, at least I've got one prediction right. Nick leads at the end of lap number 1 and at the beginning of lap number 2. So I will be getting at least one prediction right today. But,
only one.
Yeah. Well, we need Jonas to win now.
Well, you never know. Yeah, he is on those medium compounded tyres doing an alternative strategy side by side between Indecisive and Kia through turn 2 that would have been, but he's got the position now off him, heading in towards turn number 5 and now heading down the Wellington straight. Is anyone able to make up positions? It looks like Cookie. He's all over the back arrangement again, but he's not able to make up any more positions as Kia, losing out another one, not having the greatest of starts. Also, seems like the Giggle is going to get on the inside of him straight away, which he has done on Luffield. Look at him go, after getting spun one on lap 1, 4 seconds from the back of the pack, and he's already making up those positions again. He's up in the P15 now, Kia down the P16. But look at Riley as well, also being spun down at Luffield, making his way back up towards the rest of the pack. 13 to 17 all separated between, I think that might be 2 seconds there. But anyway, heading on to lap number 3 now. Darius can be enabled, but look at Matthias, he's getting a 3-second time penalty already. Not the real reason I wanted to go on to him, but he's spun round King now, so that's going to be wing damage for him. He's not going to enjoy that. Rageman basically having a 3 goes Hamilton moment as well.
Yep, Matthias round with that as well.
Yeah, yep, I think Matthias has front wing damage. He does. Look, he has no white in plate.
Yep.
Hookie's into the pit lane after getting spun. Yeah, far too late.
Absolutely.
I mean, I tried to go on to him to see if he was going to go for the overtake. Yeah, the onboard. Look at Indecisive, he's going for a late switchback, being hit by Matthias again, so it looks like those brakes are not working well. 3 wide in towards turn number 4, not exactly what you want to be doing, but they'll make it work out as Kia picks up himself a 3-second time penalty. 14 to 16 all having a 3-second. Actually, sorry, no, that is not right. 14, 15 having a 3-second. That is Wiley having a 5-second. That was a collision with Giggle on lap 1. But anyway, heading down the national straight. Is anyone else able to make more moves? Look at Riley go. He is getting those positions on here. He's having a bad race to say the least. Down the inside of Corps as well. Even with that front wing damage, still able to make moves stick.
Jonas.
Not somewhere you see moves being made. That is Corps. And then again, Jonas and Quinn side by side in towards Veal, making it stick. Sticking behind as well with that in towards lap number 4 we go. It is going to be close, especially heading down the Wellington straight with the DRS. Someone spun.
John is round.
That is John. Most McLarens having spinners today. Hookie's already had one. He's already pit for the wing damage that he had, as well as Matthias coming into the pits now, pairing his wing damage. Good thing he was on those softs and not the mediums, because he probably would have wasted the set. Yeah, look at Indecisive down the inside of John after that spin, but Indecisive, he is making some massive moves, diving it down the inside very late, but is able to make them stick in the end. I love all of it. So he's still going on to try to pick up some more pieces and get into the top 10. He's into the points pen positions now though. It's maybe only 1 point, but he's still got it for now. As well as that, look at Tronders. He's all over the back of Rudy, going in towards Mike and Beckett, and on to the Wellington, not the Wellington straight, not even the hanger. It is hanger straight. Can't speak properly still. He's going to have DRS, but Rudy's going to have DRS on King Jan as well, heading down, all three of them on the mediums. Can he close in enough to send for a move? He can't, he's just closing in with the DRS. Got a better exit that time around, both of them running off track, seems to be getting warnings. And in towards Veal, he's not able to go make a move. You don't really see many moves there, but look at Quinn. He's back within DRS range of Nick. As King goes into the pit lane for a tyre change, getting off those softs inside of also win. So it seems like lap 4 it would be, is the time for the soft runners to make their first pit stop of today, because you need to make 2, remember, due to the rules.
Yep, Quinn had a bad lap last time, but it looks like Nick has had one, and now he's putting a lot of pressure on Nick.
Yeah, heading down the National Pit Straight, where you've got the likes of BTCC and also a couple of other feeder series, like Formula 4 using it there. Anyway, heading down, Nick running very wide in towards Magnus and Beckett's. They go now. Can he get close enough for a move down the hanger straight in towards turn 15? He's closing in now. DRS open, it's 0.3 of a second. Closing, he's going to pull up the left hand side, go for the move, take the lead off Nick, running the outside of 15, holding it on, and he is still up into P1, but he's going to pull into the pits this lap as well as Nick. Lap 4, lap 5, it is time to pit. Speeding the pit lane as well though. 37 mile an hour pit lane, you need to remember that. That is also the reason why it is the slowest time wise. Either 37 mile an hour or 50 kilometers an hour, depending on what system you use. But now it is a Williams 3-4. The home team from England had been under the ownership of Frank Williams back in the days before he did pass away. I think it may have been 2021 or something. I don't remember exactly. Might have been.
I think
20. Actually, last year because George wasn't in the team. I remember that.
Yup.
Giving ownership over to Darlington Capital. I think it's Darlington Capital.
Actually, that was I do remember the day because I was looking back at 2020 Monza, so I think that was their final race actually with the family.
Might have been 2021 then.
Just thinking of it.
I do remember the last race. Yeah, because Nick, he did say, thank you for bringing me into this team. I haven't had long here, but I've enjoyed it. So I think it may have been 2020 when they gave it over to.
Yeah.
Is it Darlington Capitals or what is it? I don't remember exactly.
Yep, unsure about that one as well. Rageman is into the pits.
You're now setting the fastest lap with that as well. 31.346. That would be 4 seconds off the lap record still. Yes, we are high on fuel at the moment, but especially when we get down to the later stages of the race, we may see some more moves and some more fastest laps coming in. As well as that, look at Nick, he is all over the back of Quinn again. Gonna have a repeat of the lap that they came in, maybe.
Yep. So this
Who's
is going to
that
be
spun
interesting.
mind? That
Yep,
is
go ahead,
Matthias down at Maggot and Beckett's heading onto the higher straight. He is not having a great race at all, especially after qualifying on pole position. It's not a great race.
Nick's using a lot of curb. But I think that's cost him using too much curb there.
Yeah, it's 0.8 of a second now, not at 0.4 it was.
Yep, used too much curb through Aintree and down the Wellington straight. Didn't have an opportunity then. Let's see if he can stay inside the 1 second. He'll need to if he wants to get DRS down the hanger straight towards Stowe.
Ah, it's Stowe. Thank you for reminding me. Could not remember the corner. I also call Aintree loop. That's turn 4 though.
Yeah.
Because
Right before the Wellington straight.
Abbey Farm Village loop, Aintree, Wellington Straight, Brooklands, Luffield, Woodcote, Copse, Maggots, Beckets, Chapel, Hanger, Stowe, Vale, Club, Hamilton Street.
Yep. There we go.
And also national between Woodcote and Copse. Not too sure why it's not on the map that I have up. Indecisive picking up a 3-second time penalty as well, so he's not having a great race. But look at his teammate though. Starting on those mediums are working out for quite a lot of runners. He's up in the P5 for now, but he still hasn't made that one pit stop yet. But then you'll still have one more to make after that.
Yep, Nick trying to keep the pressure on. Quinn does have the ERS advantage, though. And using it down the straight, able to use a tiny bit more. Rageman, I think, is going to try around the outside now. Can he dance around the outside? They're going to go side by side. The two Aston Martins outside will become the inside. And he'll get the position. Rageman up into 10th.
Yeah, getting past. Well, not really his teammate that has been for most of the season, but at least for one more race.
Yep.
It is. Teammates today.
So the medium runners, the ones who haven't pit, going longer, and will be making a pit stop soon and then going on to the self-softs.
I'd say 2 sets of mediums and softs.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I just forgot this 2 stops mandatory. My bad. Yeah.
Most likely would have gone on to the hards then, if you were doing that.
Yeah. Completely out of my memory, and I just remembered it's a 50%, not a 25. So
That's
I'm
even
muddling
worse.
this up too much.
Yes, a 25% race with 2 mandatory stops. That I don't think that would go down very well. I don't think it would go down very well. But look at Rudy now, within 0.4 of a second of King Jen, heading down towards Copse, closing in a little bit there, but then having to back out just a little bit more before he could do anything. That is Riley spun down at the club, not the greatest race for him either.
Absolutely.
Rudy using ERS, but he doesn't even have any left in the tank.
Yep, 0%.
0% left, bringing it up to 5%. But anyway, heading down in towards Vale and Club. Can he close in enough to maybe set up a move out of entry, heading down the Wellington Straight in towards Brooklands? Would need to get the perfect exit, but it's not too. As that is Giggle pulling into the pit lane for his first stop of this race. And as I thought, going on to another set of mediums.
Yep, another set of mediums and then a self-soft.
Yeah, I think that would be the perfect way to do it, unless you pit. Let's say you do have 2 sets of new softs left. Start on softs, you get wing damage lap 1, go into the hards, go to the softs at the end, because then you've got the perfect tyre wear life. I'd say. But speaking of tyre wear, look at the top 6 at the moment, all starting on those mediums. 9 laps old now. As look at Jonas, 13.3 seconds to Jess in 10 laps, and he's almost lapping his teammate, but he is pulling into the pit lane now to get off those mediums. He's going to go on to the mediums, probably, actually. Getting off the mediums onto the mediums. As that is Riley spun round again on the exit of Club. He is not having a great race at all. Jess is in. King Jen is going to take provisional lead, as well as Rudy getting a 5-second time penalty for speeding. Still not what you want to do due to it being 37 miles an hour, 50 kilometers an hour. As well as that, Baz is staying out. He should be coming out P2, but look at Jonas. Is he going to come out in front of Quinn? No, he's not. He's going to be behind, but it's not going to be by much. Look at the gap.
Oh no, Bowser's round.
Bowser is
round.
Yeah, Bowser is round. He's dropping positions, but look at Jonas. He's come out in front of Nick. Cold tires is going to be a bad thing, though, as they're going
Nick's
side by
gonna
side
get
through
it
the
back.
entry. Both of them going to have DRS. Actually, sorry, no, not both of them. Only Nick's going to have DRS.
Yeah, but Jonas will have the ERS advantage when he does get his tires up to temperature.
Yeah, true.
100%, almost 100. And then we have Nick about on 11 as indecisive as retired.
Is that in the pit
And
lane?
that's a safety car.
No,
Safety
that
car.
is. Well, that is,
I think
yes,
he's
the
had a
safety
spin.
car out. That is a spin
watched
on
from-
the exit club, and he's hit the pit wall.
Yep, must be.
That is what has happened.
So that's gonna be. So then Kinjun will be able to make a pit stop with this now.
That is also very true.
And yep, and Baza.
So it's going to help him out massively here. Quinn's going to take his second, as well as Nick. I think everyone's
Yep.
going to come in for the second, actually. Even
Yeah, so
Jonas.
could we see Kinjun leading now?
He's
think
going to
he might
lead.
just-
He is going to lead. But he's only made one pit stop compared to Quinn,
Yeah.
who's now made a second. But he's getting held in the pit lane. And Nick's going to jump him. Is Jonas going to jump him too? No, because of the double stack. So both Nick and Baza, and even Jonas, have jumped Quinn. Kia's stayed out. He hasn't pit at all. I don't know if he realises it's a mandatory two-stop. I don't know.
So which driver are you talking about?
Kia in
Oh yeah. Yeah,
P2 at
obviously
the moment.
making his debut, so might not know. So it's Nick, our leader on the two stops. So for the drivers who made their two stops, Nick is our leader for that. But Kinjun
Yeah.
leading the race overall, but needing to make one more pit stop today.
Yeah, this could be hindering him. But yeah, with the safety car out, it means Riley can pull off 2 pit stops in this. I think he may be on 3 now. Not sure, but he can now also catch up to the back of the pack.
Absolutely.
Kia has come in. Not too sure why he didn't come in the first lap though. He could have gained positions off that.
Well, maybe he didn't know, and he just heard our commentary. You never know. Some drivers do listen.
That is also true. Some drivers do listen to the commentary. I don't really. I mean, the way I know of it, most drivers don't listen to it, but they at least pull it up to see what's going on. At least in qualifying. As well as that, Baza I think is overtaken Jonas by a mistake. I'm not too sure. Nick has gone on a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags, though.
That's going to be unfortunate.
Yeah. If he doesn't pit again, that's going to go on at the end of the race.
So, yeah, Kingen leads the race. Nick also on those medium self tyres, versus some of the others like Jonas, Quinn, Rageman, Jess, and some other drivers in the field have all decided to go on to self hard. So we are seeing a tiny bit of a difference there. But Kingen will need to make one more mandatory, and it's going to be very interesting when we do get underway. Still a lot of strategy to go on in this race, and if there is any other safety cars, which there is a possibility. So we have Kaya, who's now making his second pit stop. So he didn't make it earlier, but I think he has realised that stops are mandatory, or he's just doing it all now, which is a good decision. So he's now made his 2 mandatory pit stops, and will be going back out on the circuit. Will he be ahead of Riley though? I don't think he will. Riley's going to be ahead of him. So he's only lost, I think, 1 position in that. So I guess you won't have to go through the long pit lane of Silverstone. So I guess that's fine for him, and he'll be hoping to gain some positions on the restart. And it will just be very interesting for the other drivers as well. There will be some compound differences. The top 3 on the mediums, and then we have 4th all the way to 7th on the hards, then King also on the mediums, Giggle on the hards, then Hooky on the mediums, and then we have Rudy, John, Trunders, Matthias on the hards as well, Riley on the mediums, and Kia, I think, has just also hit onto the set of hard compound of tyres.
Yeah.
But do remember, I'll mention it again, Baza and Kingen do need to make 1 more pit stop, but Nick is the leading driver who doesn't need to make any more pit stops. Like, what I mean by that is mandatory pit stops. If he wants to pit, he can, and if there's any other safety cars, but he doesn't have to make any mandatory ones. As I think we might have
safety cars in the slot. I think he has spun. He has.
Yep. Absolutely. So safety car will be in. Nick will be trying to heap as much pressure as he can on Kingen, but Kingen will realise, Nick will realise that Kingen does need to make 1 more pit stop, so it's going to be an interesting restart.
Yeah, heading now in towards Vale. Is he going to go on the exit of Vale, or does he wait until the exact line? Because of the way the circuit is, you basically have to wait anyway until here to go, and he has gone. Has he got the restart he wants? I don't think he has, because look at the gap. It's now less than 3.5 tenths. Heading now through Albert. Is that Albert? I think it is anyway.
Yep.
In towards Village and Loop. Can he close in any more? Stay within that DRS range anyway. Baz has spun round. That's at turn 3 at Village. So he has not had the greatest restart too. For 1 sec, please.
Yep, so Buzz unfortunately not having the restart he wanted, spinning around. So let's see, is anyone going to be able to make some moves? We have Hooky and Rudy very close together. Rudy was trying one up the inside there of left field, wasn't able to get the move done. However, Hooky's going to maybe try one into Cops corner. Can he make a move to the inside? Will we get Hamilton Verstappen again into Cops corner? No, we will not. But the top two separated by 7/10 as they make their way through. Maggots and Beckett for the first time after the restart. Nick might have an opportunity. There will not be any DRS. So it's going to be Kinjan and Nick. Nick will have to go for a late lunge if he wants to get a move done. He's going to have to wait currently as go through Stowe. And now we're going to be going through Whale and Club corner. Is anyone able to make moves? Hooky still very close on the back of Giggle as well. And then Riley also on the back of Thunders. And no DRS this lap around as well. So they're just going to have to make it if they have enough straight line speed. Nick will be looking for a good exit coming out of the loop. Let's see if he will be able to find it. Now onto the Wellington Straight he goes towards Brooklyn. Not close enough, it's very close. There, Hooky going to the inside line, and he's going to get the move done before we get onto the Wellington Straight. Now we're onto the Wellington Straight. Giggle's going to try and fight back now towards Brooklyn. Can he go to the inside line? Late on the brakes, will not go for the move. But Giggle is a tiny bit wide. Might that open the door for Rudy to try one as we go through left field. So, looks like they're going to remain in these positions for now. And we might have a spinner there. Who is that? It's Riley who is round. Riley round. And meanwhile, the top two in the race, once again, not separated by much as they go through Maggots and Beckett. Can Nick find the exit? Over the curb he goes, and now through Chapel Curve and towards Stowe, using DRS. If he just waits one more lap though, he will also have the assistance of the DRS. So I think that's exactly what he's going to do. He's just going to sit behind for now and wait for big opportunities. King also maybe trying one on Rageman. Can't get the move done there. As looking across through the rest of the field as well. So Nick's just going to try and stay as close as he can. DRS is now enabled, and the first opportunity Nick will get is off to the loop and onto the Wellington Straight. Let's see, will he be able to find the exit? King is also very, very close to Rageman as well. Mighty try one. Move yet. We look to the top two though. Are we going to get any changes? We will have the DRS open for Nick. He's not going to go for it this time. And I think it's going to be King though, who's going to go for the move to the inside line towards Brooklyn. We go. He's going to move up into fifth position. Can Rageman fight back around the outside? Not going to try it. What about Hooky maybe going to the inside line of Jess? And Jess is just going to stay ahead. Trundle also behind as they go through the field. As now we are watching the top two make their way towards Cops corner. It is Kinjan and Nick. Nick gets a very good run through Cops corner. He might even try into Maggots and Beckett. Can he go for it? He's going to wait back. He's going to have to wait. Now let's see. Will he have an opportunity to Maggots and Beckett? He's now going to get a big opportunity now. Kinjan wide, through the Chapel Curve, onto the hanger straight towards Stowe. DRS, ERS, onto the bus for Nick. He's going to the inside line, and Nick has taken the lead here in Silverstone, and he's into first position. Jonas now will be trying to put the pressure on Kinjan, as it's Nick now who leads, but with a time penalty. And it's currently Kinjan in second, Jonas in third. And can anyone else make any sort of moves? Rageman cannot, as they go through and different racing lines being trialed as well. But if Kinjan has enough speed, he will try and stay close. And we have a spinner, I think that's Riley, who is round. Could we get a late dive on Giggle, putting the pressure on Jess? And I think there will definitely be a move trialed. DRS for Kinjan, yellow flags once more. That's Riley who is round, and also I think that's Giggle who is also round as well. So 2 yellow flags, 1 for Riley, spinning on the exit of the final corner, and then we have Giggle right off to the loop, spinning around as well. And the top 3 still very close together in this race. Trunders on the back of John, as they go to Cop's corner, sending it in, flicking it in, hope he's got a good exit. King has been given a time penalty for track limits as well. As Drew, Maggots and Beckett, John running a tiny bit wider as well. And I think we have Riley and Kia battling and making contact as well. I just moved onto that while they spin, and both of them spin around after making contact with each other. Let's flip back over to the rest of the field. We have their Trunders on the back of John. Can he go for it late in the brakes as well? But looked like he couldn't. John was a tiny bit wide. Another yellow flag. Who is
Kia
that for this time?
spinning down at Corps.
Yep.
Still holding on to his front wing at least for now. But anyway, heading down the Wellington straight. Is anyone else be able to make some moves? Look at Trunders. He's within 0.4 of a second now. Just lost a little bit on the exit there as well. So it's not going to be the greatest opportunity heading in towards Brooklands. But look at Ridgeman as well. He is closing in.
Oh, he's round. Ridgeman is round.
I say that. He is spun round.
Yep, maybe a bit too greedy on the power, I would say. So...
Well, another 3-second time penalty.
Yep. Another yellow flag. Is that Riley again? It is. So throughout the field, Trunders is round now. Trunders is round.
Trunders round. Yep. Ridgeman picking up a 3-second time penalty as well on the exit of Stowe.
Yep.
As well as that, is anyone else able to make some more moves? It looks like Rudy, he's on the back of Jess, and they've both made their mandatory pit stops. The only people who need to make a pit stop still are Balza and King Jen, and it's getting, I would say, too close to the end of the race to pit at this time, as I think that's Riley having a half spin on the exit of Beckett. But anyway, heading in towards Corps, can he close in enough to make a move? But look at Jonas as well, in towards Margaret and Beckett. He's closing in on King Jen. Those tyres are going to be going shortly, but they will be going quickly. Heading down with DRS open, ERS being used. He's going to go to the inside line, and he's going to take it before we even get into Stowe.
Yeah, absolutely, up into second, easy move. Both cars are DRS, but so much more ERS for Jonas, and he used the advantage of it to move up into second place.
Yeah, and now with that advantage that he did have with the ERS, he's going to close in on Nick and be on to take the win. Who has more time penalties though, as he does take the fastest lap, I think maybe off himself. I think he did have it.
Yeah, right now as it stands, as Kingjin is going to have to pit once more, it looks like it's going to be a battle between the top two, but it looks like Nick has an extra time penalty. If I just take a look now,
yeah, it's an extra 5 seconds.
5 seconds extra. Yep.
That would have been yellow flags in the safety car when he overtook Baza. That would be why he has that. But as well as that, King Jen still needs to pit. He's going to be coming out in P14.
Yep.
If you look at the time loss.
Yep, Kaya and Riley also having a battle.
Yeah, it's P15 at the moment. But they're having a fun one between themselves. As he spins Riley round, has held on to that, completely saved it at least. But he's going to be getting lapped soon. But look at Jonas, 0.2 of a second now on the exit of Chapel. He's closing in rapidly, as I might add. 0.2 of a second, less than 0.2, pulls out the left hand side, gets the move done before Stowe as well. So that's 2 moves within 2 laps. Getting them both done before Stowe. Didn't even need to go into the corner to do it.
Yeah, that's the advantage of having so much ERS and
He didn't even use
just
that
getting
much.
a good exit.
It was just the DRS.
Yep, but it also looks like I think your car just generally runs faster even if you're not deploying ERS. To be honest,
I wouldn't know why. I think I know why.
Yep.
As that is Kia and Riley Rind. I think I know why he is a bit faster now. He's on the hards compared to Nick on the mediums.
Yep.
King Jen still needs to pit. He has 4 laps left to do it. He can still pit, as that is Riley having to get out of the way for the lapped cars. Well, he is a lap car, sorry. Being already lapped up to P6, that's now P7, 8 and 9. That's going to be everyone down to Trundles, I think. Unfortunate for him. As well as that, look at Rudy's closing in on Jess for P7 in this race. That is without time penalties as well. Track limits around here are not that hard, but I would say Maggot and Beckett's and Cops are probably the worst.
Yep, absolutely. The top 3 are not even in a second of each other anymore, so they've separated. Jonas has been able to get away.
Someone's spun. It is Riley. As well as Kia has been overlapped, sorry, no, just lapped by, I think that's P12 now. As King Jen, he does pull into the pit lane. He's going to be going to the softs if he has a set left, obviously. If not, he's unfortunately going to have to run the hards. So it's not going to be great, especially for 4 laps. But he's going to have to make it work. As look at Matthias all over the back of John, heading in towards Abbey and Farm. Can he close in enough to maybe set up a move out of the entry? He's looking close, but as well as that, look at Rageman. He is closing in, but he spins the car on the curb. I have definitely cursed some people. I think maybe exactly him just.
Yeah, I think you cursed him earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, on the exit of Luffield, yeah.
Yeah.
I should stay off Ridgeman, I think.
I agree. Riley retiring in the pit lane.
Yeah. Unfortunate race for him. Not having the best comeback race after. I don't think he broke his foot. I think it was he'd pulled a muscle or something. I don't remember exactly, but he was feeling better today, so he decided to race. But maybe it wasn't for the best. But look at Hooky. He is closing in on the back of King pretty quickly. Closing, DRS open, but he isn't able close enough to make the move unless he goes for a switchback on the exit of Stowe. He's not going to be close enough yet. He's going to try down towards Vale, as look at Matthias as well. He is trying to get the move done on John for P in this race as he picks up time penalties down the inside of Vale. You don't see moves there.
Wow, late on the brakes. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, didn't see that coming, but remember, he is one of the ones who's always latest on his brakes, trying to make those extra moves happen, get himself up in the points paying positions, as well as that he's up in a P8 now, but time penalties could decide all this. He does have 9 seconds worth of them, though. As well as that.
Yep, Rudy.
Buzzes in the pit lane.
Yep, Rudy. But he won't have enough speed. He does have the DRS, but he's still not able to get past. Just has so much more ERS, and even if she might not be deploying it,
92%.
Yep. Versus Rudy on about 10, let's say.
Yeah, 10% compared to almost 100.
Yep, and for Rudy it mostly goes down to 0 because he likes to deploy on most straight.
As that is Ridgeman down at Luffield again. This race is not going too well for him, as well as that King Jen is now closing in towards points paying positions. Can he close in enough to take points, even after a very late stop? It's going to be close, but it is still possible, as well as that Hooky is currently on for P4 in this race, with the penalties being applied, as long as he keeps it clean for the final 2 laps. Penultimate lap we are on to now, as well as that would be Kia down at Beckett's heading in through to Chapel now. But yeah, an eye on penalties. It's not even going to be Nick and P2. And I think
Yeah, penalty.
if Hooky can close in enough, he may be on the podium.
Yeah, penultimate lap of the season as well. We're about to head on to
Yeah.
the final lap of this season as well.
Season
Let's see
22,
who's...
winding off.
Yep. Yeah, let's see who's going to be able to give us some entertainment on these last 2 laps of this season. It's been an epic season. It's going to have to come to a close, but let's see who's going to end it with a lot of overtaking.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't here for pre-season or the first 3 or so
Yep.
rounds.
I've been here since Bahrain.
Round 4, I think. Something like that.
Yep. Yeah, also luckily, as soon as I got here, all of your Wi-Fi and stuff got fixed. Because I saw some of the races, you had a lot of issues with disconnections, unfortunately.
Yeah, China wasn't playing up well because of the placement of the Wi-Fi. Hadn't realised it wasn't sitting on the windowsill instead of on the floor. So that would have been why. And then that was the same with Portimao. But then after that, had realised what the problem was, moved it again. As well as like for Monza, I wasn't even home at the time, but I still bought the PlayStation and I still did comms. So I mean, it worked out in the end.
Yep.
And to be
Final
fair,
lap of the season.
yeah, final lap of season 22. It's been hella fun for me and the comms box being here for every round. Well, not every round. Was here from pre-season. Had to miss China. Was able to do Portimao. Had to miss Spa as well. But other than that, I've been here.
Yep, I've loved every race as well since Bahrain. They've all been amazing and thrilling.
Yeah, I mean, you had that one of Jonas taking wins. You had Lawrence taking the championship. And at this rate, it's going to be Mercedes taking the constructors as well, as that is Quinn. He is on for P2.
At least I get 2 predictions right then, if Jonas doesn't spin right at the end.
Yeah, and still for the final time in this season in towards Vale and Club now. It's been one fun season. And winding it off with a win as well. Couldn't take the championship, but he's going to take another win this season. And taking the fastest lap with that. Nick is going to take P2 on track, but it's going to be P3 at least. And then you've got Quinn, he's going to take P2. It is going to be Mercedes, they're your constructors champions. As well as that, Rudy is spun round, I think.
Nope, Matthias just got past them late.
Ah, okay. Hooky gets P4, King takes P5, Rudy takes P6, Jess, sorry, no, Giggle's going to take P6, Rudy's going to take P7, it's going to be Jess, and then it's going to be Trunders, and then it will be Matthias. That is John spun round though, he's going to be able to take P11. King Jen gets points as well, even after making that very late call to come into the pit lane. It'll be Ridgeman taking P13 out the points. It's going to be Buzzer in P14. And then it's going to be Kia in P15. Not the greatest debut race for him. Coming in the final round. But yeah, final race of season 22 here is done.
Yep, it was Matthias and Rudy absolutely going for it on the last lap. Obviously, the camera would have missed it, but they were literally banging wheels, and obviously it's the final lap of the season. So so Matthias obviously won that. Did get tire banging, but it was Matthias who got it. But on penalties, the order did change a bit.
Yeah. Jonas on
But
the
I guess
podium.
it was for a bit of fun.
How
Yep,
many
but I guess
wins
it was
has he
for a bit
taken
of
this
fun.
season? I don't even know. I think it may be 4
Yeah.
he's taken. He took Spa, and I don't remember the others he took. I think he took Bahrain. No, that was Lawrence, I think.
Yeah, even if he's missed out on the title, he's put up a stellar of a season.
Yeah, and I think as well with that, he's beaten the 2 Ferraris. I think. I'm not too sure. But final time showing off the results for this season is the three of Jonas taking P1 even after a 3-second time penalty. It's going to be Quinn P2 and Nick winding out your podium, and then Hooky and King P4 and P5, then Giggle, Rudy, Jess, Tronders, Matthias, John and King Jen winding out your points paying positions. Then you've got Regiment, Basler and Kia. Your finishers outside the points, and then you've got Riley and then decisive your non-finishers here in the P3 tier. Time for the driver of the day. Who are you taking?
I'm gonna go for Jonas.
Thought you would have. Honestly, thought you would have. Not even surprising. The one I was gonna go was King Jen, but I wasn't exactly gonna go for him. I would have gone Hooky then, due to
Yep.
not being as many points as I did think. You can go for your question first, as I try to pull something up.
Alright, so what was going through his as soon as the safety car when did get everything, so what was going through his mindset, and sitting behind and letting the top to battle first of all, and then obviously going for the move on it was one of them, and then going for the move for the lead. So making a move on Kinjan and then going for Nick. So what was going through his mindset basically throughout that whole period?
Yeah, my question for Hooky was qualifying P5. Do you expect to take P4 after so many battles and that safety car coming out could have ruined some people's races if they hadn't timed their pit stops? But it did work out in the end for him, I'd say. And for the final time of this season, your sponsors and your partners are, well, I would say them if it would load. Something's going on at the moment, I'm not too sure. Nothing will load my laptop. So at the moment I cannot pull the sponsors and partners up. If I can remember them off the top of my head, Aztec Sim Sports providing 2 prizes, Gamergoo providing samples, Pure Sim Gear providing a prize, and then Next Level Racing will provide a prize as well. I can't remember exactly what it is. And then Vesper Time will for the Power ERT with league trophies and the ERT going. It's Tough Award, and then Sim Grid with the community and the platform running the seasons through them. Any final words for the stream of this season?
Well, yeah, so first of all, it's been brilliant bringing this season to everyone. I've really enjoyed it in the commentary box with Ace, as usual. So yeah, a very good season it's been with a lot of battles.
Yeah, I mean, I bought you into this. So
yeah,
it's been amazing with you in the commentary box. Not having to do solo comms as well. So, well, yeah, it's been amazing. But the only problem is, I can't get rid of you at all.
yeah, we're commentating in a lot of different places.
You can't say what the league is called due to.
Yeah,
right.
I'm just saying in a lot of different places.
Yeah, I can't get rid of you at all. But anyway, that's been us in the P3 tier for the final race of season 22. P2 tier is on at the moment. Go catch Tom over there, as Moore is not being able to be here tonight. And then you've got P1 tier in about 10 minutes time with Evan and Matthew. Join them for their final races of this season. That's been everything for myself and Omi running off for season 22. Goodbye and good night.